Tuesday morning. Tractor did its regen last night. Took about 35 minutes. Got some tags for putting on the spools. So I know which pairs they all are, but I could do with knowing which is up, down, which is in and out, so I can get them on in the right order, because every time I put the rollers on, doing different spools, it's a bit of a faff. So I'll mark them once and for all. Been meaning to do this for years. I've got some tags now, so we know which is which. I'm going to put the rollers on so I know what spool's going to open out and not going to open out. Right, start by the yard and work my way up, work my way that way. Might end up by the garage for dinner. This tractor is pretty much using 10% AdBlue to fuel ratio, which is ridiculous. And I just been talking to Martin, and his 724 was doing the same. He said the nozzle was crusted up, so it wasn't atomising the AdBlue, so it just kept dumping more in. But like, we're going up this gentle slope now. We're using 19 litres of diesel, 19 litres of diesel, 1.5 litres of AdBlue, but 1.7, 1.6, 1.8, 20 litres. That's ridiculous. Right, I've been making some inquiries, and with AdBlue being about 45 pence a litre, apparently these engines and these use more AdBlue but less fuel. So if it's using 10% less fuel, it's more than paying for the AdBlue. Bit of dust coming off Andrew over there. Telegraph pole in the way. Proper dry soil in this corner by the garage. Got me and Andrew's dinner. Keep moving. Still quite a few fields left to do. I think 9 of 18. Or I missed it. It was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I forgot, and now it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. I've crossed over. Andrew's behind me now, closing in on him. I've got his one field in front of me. I've finished this one and then that one, and then I'm in the one he's in behind, and there's that left one there to do, sorry, right one there to do. This is the field that I spread this straw on the other day. Can you see the different piles? It's kind of worked its way to the top with it being dry. Andrew's just starting the last field, and I've got another 2 to do before I catch him up in the last one. So windy now, proper dry and wind. So like, I'm really now a bit of a wet patch here, but I'm trying to keep moisture in now so the barley starts to grow rather than sit there getting eaten by crows. Everyone's saying how dry it's been, but it hasn't for us. But it can change very quick this time of year. Squidgy there still. Ben in Lincolnshire, he's only had 20 mil of rain since February. Loads of dust now. Andrew's finishing the headland. I've started in the middle of the field. I've probably got 2/3 left to do. He's nearly finished. So will we be finished for 5 o'clock? No. Maybe past. And then we've got to get home. Well, that's worked well. I've just finished. Andrew's just pulled up over there to shut the gates. He's tidied up all the seed bags, and it is 17:19, so 10 minutes ahead of what I thought. 20 minutes behind of where I was hoping though. Let's have a look how much fuel I've used today. So far, that's my mirrors, don't want to adjust my mirrors. So I've used 161 litres of fuel, so less than yesterday, which is not surprising because I'm not pushing as much stuff down. 13.5 litres of AdBlue, but I've done an extra field today and I've not got home yet, so it's used probably 25% less than yesterday. Data here calibrating the what do you call it, the fill level on the sprayer. Yeah, me and Andrew have had a good day. We finished all that block of land, got it all rolled, both finished within seconds of each other. Come back to the yard, But yeah, John's been messing with the sprayer because that had thrown a fit, and then, which he's never done before, it's the same as the other one. And then this, Morgan picked the part up this morning for this, got stuck in traffic because there'd been an accident, so ended up taking him like 2.5 hours to do an hour's journey. Put the sensor on, made no difference. And when we were looking at the other day, it was like either the filters, that sensor, or something to do with the low pressure fuel pump, which is a little electric pump. So we started with the cheap stuff because the electric pump is £1,700. Anyway, we think it must be that now. But rather than spend £1,700, just like we've just spent 260 on that sensor that it wasn't, we're gonna get one off Cramp for £20. It's not exactly the same, but it's got the same flow rate and the same pressure. We'll put that on and bodge it up, and if that works, then we know what it is. So we either go and get the right one, or we find it for a more reasonable price, or if the Cramp one that's a generic one works perfect, we'll leave that on. He has found a Chinese one, which they're probably all made anyway. I think that was 50 quid, but that's a week away. But yeah, why is everything so expensive, including the fuel? Well, no, I can't say the fuel's expensive because the order's from today. It's the cheapest it's been for a very long time. But BBC Breakfast do want me to go in the morning and talk to them about inflation. And most of that inflation that we've got at the moment is based around fuel costs. I just hope it's not a wet harvest. Well, other people hope it's not a wet harvest. I'll be all right with the biomass boiler. Glad I did that. But let's just have a look in here. Yeah, so there's electric fuel pump bolted on the side down there that is not pulling the fuel basically through the tank, through the filters, up to the high pressure fuel pump, which is that one. And yeah, maybe it's just burnt out because it has done, 5,500 hours this tractor now, which is a fair bit. But it's typical, isn't it? The tractor that lets you down is always going to be the one that's not got a warranty on it, because it's too old. Well, then you can't underestimate the work it does do when it is working. And equally, it didn't cost what a new one had cost when a new one of them now, what would it be? 400,000 maybe. So it's just had it just over 2 years now. And other than putting tracks on and a new dashboard, if I touch some wood, it was still worth buying. Don't remember the mower being there. Maybe Oscar's been in today mowing. He's been going to do some of the dog fields. So he was working out with Charlotte the rotor of what he was going to do and when. So maybe he's done some today. Got a phone call today to say the roof was arriving for the new shed and could we go and unload it. As I came off the phone, I got a phone call off a delivery driver saying, I've got these 3 boxes for you, where do you want them? Should I leave them by this gravel path? And I'm thinking, gravel path? I said, where are you? He said, I'm at Wellbrook Farm. I was like, oh right, yeah, just leave them there. They were the 3 boxes. Anyway, I rung up and said to John, the roof's on its way. John goes down with the Merlot, waits nearly an hour. This roof doesn't turn up. Bring the guy back. I said, the guy's not turned up with this roof. Oh, let me make a phone call. Brings me back. He says he's been. He said it wasn't the roof, it was 3 boxes. So yeah, bit of a wild goose chase. But I think it is imminent, the roof for the shed. And then obviously once that's here and everything's here, well, as soon as we get a chance, we're going to dig the stanchion base holes, concrete them, and then Roger's going to come and put the shed up pretty smartish. Andrew's done a bit of bushwhacking on the way home. It's like a bit of hawthorn there. So the next job for this drill, we've got a little bit more barley I'd forgotten. One field that was too wet to get on the other week. We're going to try that again maybe tomorrow. But we've got the maize seed to go in one hopper, fertiliser in the other, and microgranules in that one. And then change it round so that it drills out of every 3rd spout. So not to the end one, no, not the end one, sorry. The second one in, mish 3, and it'll drill them then. And we'll end up with maize then planted up 75cm row spaces, which will fit the combine headers that have fingers on them, in case we cut some direct with a demo header, which is something that we were going to try, which is part of the deal for swapping the combine, that they'd let us try one of them headers. Also as well, combines, probably not the new one, but one identical, it's going to be at Farm Fest if mine's not there. We're going to have a big spud harvest there, going to be loads of stuff. And on Thursday we've got some of the team coming down, the new co-host that couldn't come the other week because her horse was ill, but you'll meet her on Thursday. And I think Harriet's coming as well, Clarkson's farm, and we're doing some bits of seeing what's going to work basically with some of the tractors ready for May. If you haven't got your tickets yet, use the discount code Olly, O-L-L-Y in capitals, and get a discount, and I think get a t-shirt as well, and access to the VIP seating area for the Tractor Rama Arena. But yeah, I'll put a link below this video if you want one. Spitting a bit of water out with that now and chesting it to make sure that it's the right levels every time. So they're like 1,000 litres out, tell her it's 1,000, and calibrate it. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Come in the office to do the birthdays, and there actually is none. And annoyingly, yesterday was day 2222, and I forgot to mention it, but yeah, today's 2223. Yeah, that's all for today, apart from a little something that come in the post the other day. So here's that now. Big thanks to Rusty Strikes Back. You need to follow them on Instagram. So, Made Children's Books. We've also sent us, there's all the books obviously. And then this is a book bag. And there's like a blanket. Are these socks or a hat? I'm not sure. I think it's like AI drawn, but it's inspired from us being in London with the combine by the looks of things, because you've got Big Ben in the background, the combine. Draw a picture. Yeah, boot socks. And then you're in this magazine as well, which is more of a girly magazine, I think. Yeah, there you go. So they're raising money as well for FCN and another charity, but yeah, go and follow them on Instagram. Yeah, so thank you for that. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not sat on a tractor all day rolling, so it'll be a bit more interesting.